What's going on, guys? This is TM25MD, and today I have another S-Rank Duelyst live for you guys. And today I'll be playing some Songhai. I was trying to make a artifacts mantra list, but it turns out there's a lot of Vitruvian and Abyssian ladders. So the Swarm and the Desolators kind of just kills the artifacts, and then as for Vitruvian, they have Rosh's Curse and all those new Obelisk toys, so the Swarm is a bit overwhelming. So I decided to scratch that idea and try a new ladder inspired by Small Beach Sock. This is his list, and it's a Midrange Reva that consists of 3 Gitatsus, 3 Cryptographers, 3 Healing Mystics. So Gitatsu is an excellent removal card. It's a good ping. It can't go face, unfortunately, but it's decent ping that you can trade with 2-drops, 2/3s. You can also get rid of opposing Heartseekers, things like that. Blood Tier Alchemists, cards like that. 3 Cryptographers, great 2-drop, allows you to play a Heartseeker turn 1, which is pretty good. 3 Healing Mystic for sustainability. It helps you stay alive. It helps you you can heal up some friendly minions like Battle Pando or yourself or Mind Cane Joni, which we'll talk about in a moment. So these all around solid 2-drop, pretty much a decent pick in any list that you decide to build, even in aggro lists. Healing Mystics is a fantastic card. Also, this new skin is badass, so why not throw it in? So 3 Phoenix Fire, great tempo card, great for removal. Pretty much a staple in every single Songhai list. Great for, you can even combo it if you're running things like 8 Gates or Firestorm Mantra. 2 Primus Fist, pretty decent card, helps you trade upwards with your minions. Great to throw on like a Heartseeker, 3 attack. Great for Battle Pandos as well. Pretty much all around, you can throw it on to pretty much anything in this list, as we'll talk about. Duelyst, we are running Duelyst, so you can throw a Primus Fist, give that Tombstone +2 attack. Pretty decent in my opinion. So 3 Battle Pando helps us deal with Swarm, and a lot of Poop Dervishes and stuff like that if we get a couple procs off. 3 Killing Edge, just really strong buff that you can throw on pretty much anything. Great to throw on Heartseekers, just be a ranged threat, throw on a Battle Pando, become this big potential 7 attack minion. Whatever it hits will deal 7 damage to that minion. Or General. Mind Cage Oni, since we are not running that much draw outside of Gitatsu and Twin Strike, this thing, if you can if you can steal, or not steal, if you can gain a couple copies of those spells and throw it into your hand, this card is fantastic. And it's also a 4/3, so it doesn't die to a General Punch. It also has 4 attacks, so it can trade upwards with things like opposing Battle Pandos and things like that. But you're not really using this thing to trade. You usually want to play this in the back line, try and get as much value as possible from it. 2 OBS, pretty good removal, deals with large threats that have been spurring up. Things like deals with Revenants, deals with Elvira Healers, can deal with big some early Obelisks, things like that. Again, 2 Twin Strikes, great early game card, keeps the board clear, also draw a card. Gitatsu combos very well with Gitatsu from what I've been told. Gitatsu plus Twin Strike, pretty much cycle those 2 cards for 4 mana, clear the board. Not bad. 3 Duelyst, again, great control card, very good aggro, pretty much a solid pick in any list. It's 5/3 plus the ability to just root your target or targets in place. Fantastic 4-drop. 2 Lightbenders, because tiles are everywhere. Lots of things with effects are being played at the moment. So Lightbender is pretty strong there. Helps deal with what's it called? Archetypes like Heals Aran can dispel the General should you get a couple Sunforged Lancer procs off. Deals with the Hollowed Grounds as well, and Iron Cliffs. That doesn't really deal with Iron Cliffs that well, but deals with Silverguard Knights, Scintillas, things like that. 2 Geomancer is a great endgame card. Turns your Bloodless Turrets to Phoenix Fire, so great for controlling the board. Things like that. So 2 Bone Reapers. Why we're running Bone Reaper is because it's pretty much another Duelyst. You can throw a Killing Edge on it and it's a threat. There's also combos very well with Eternity Painter. You throw Eternity Painter down, you remove all the things, but you know those pandas can get quite annoying, just blocking your way, even trapping you in a corner or whatever. Bone Reaper is there, clear all those nasty pandas that you're able to clear with Eternity Painter. 2 Spiral Techniques, pretty much our late game finisher. You know, you can't go wrong with it. Having Spiral Techniques just deal 8 base damage, you know. Cards that you can consider, Midrange Seal, if you feel like you need those cards to deal with things from the back line. But normally you wouldn't really have to. You can test for most of the Sentinel abilities, and much of it which can be solved with Lightbender as well. So list looks like a lot of fun. Small said he had a lot of success with this list, and I trust him. So let's look for some games with it. I really wanted to make my artifact list work, but again, just so much Desolator on ladder as well as, you know, Vitruvian, so it's really hard to run artifacts efficiently. You really have to protect them. You would need something like I don't know, Mage Sworn to protect you from those things. Mage Sworn only protects you from Rasha's Curse, but if you don't know what Mage Sworn is, the 3/8 for 6 mana Arcanist that pretty much stops every single 2 mana or less spell from being cast, which includes Bloodborne spell. Mage Sworn doesn't really fit into this list because we do want those Heartseekers, but for sake of argument, Mage Sworn is pretty good against like Rasha's Curse if you want to keep your artifacts intact, but doesn't really help you against Desolator. But that's why we have Lightbender, so Lightbender should be able to hold our own against Desolator. Hopefully it won't get too much value, because that thing just gets so much value. If it's able to be played 2 or 3 times, that's 12. Excuse me. It's a 12 damage swing if it's played 3 times, which is pretty good. Yeah, you heal 6, deal 6. Very hard to pass up. It requires immediate dispel, or it'll just snowball and gain a ton of value. Really. Looks like we're playing Pierced with Lilith. Maybe a Swarm list, probably a Swarm list. Maybe Lurking Fear. I know those have lined up. So got an Eternity Painter here. I would like to hold on to it, just in case he's playing something like Lurking Fear. Lurking Fear, we don't have much for those big minions that he can ramp into early, like Vorpal Reaver. Throw away a Spiral Technique and a Mind Cane Oni. We don't need 2 of them at the moment. So not a bad opening. Definitely throw this Healing Mystic away. We don't really need it at the moment. I think we just lead on forward and play Cryptographer. Call it a turn. I like to see that Lightbender, great for dispelling things like Desolator, which is run in Lurking Fear because it does have Dying Wish. So let's see what he has. Maybe a 2-drop plus Lurking Fear. Gloom Chaser. Okay, so maybe this is more of a Swarm list. Phantasm. It's kind of scary. But we can definitely deal with all this. We have Twin Strike. So, how do I want to play this? I'll just move forward. I don't want to give him value from that by playing Bloodseeker. Yes, it would be better if I played it back here. But I don't want to give him any sort of buffs, so just going to hit this. Come up here. Play Twin Strike. And I'll play it right here. So if he wants to move up and clear this, he's giving me the Orb. Draw that turn. Draw a Killing Edge and a Battle Panda, which is pretty good. I'll probably play the Battle Panda next turn. We do have a full hand, so maybe Mind Cage Oni isn't what we need at the moment. But it's good to have just in case we start running low on cards. Sphere of Darkness, okay. It's okay because we have our Bloodborne spell available to us next turn. Also, by playing Battle Panda kind of discourages him from playing his own Bloodborne spell as well. So I would like to hold on to Eternity Painter and Tiger's my Cryptographer. Okay, no, he doesn't. So he doesn't want me to accelerate it to 5, which is fair because that's potentially Geomancer. But since I have a Eternity Painter in hand, I don't believe I need an OBS, or I don't need Lightbender, I don't think, because we can definitely deal with those. That's pretty good. I would like to stay center, so play the Battle Pando right here, maybe in his face. I think playing it in his face is a little bit better. Punch this. Play our OBS, or excuse me, our Blood spell. Call that a turn. Healing Mystic is nice. We can heal up our Battle Pando after it attacks. Get some value out of it. Probably throw back Cryptographer. Try and pull a Geomancer first, so we can combo Cryptographer with Geomancer. Just trying to think a couple turns ahead what we can do. Like, yeah, it's nice to play every turn as it comes, because it comes and goes, but I think it's best to think a few turns ahead. I think some of the best players that exemplify that are Dragal, obviously, because he's very good. He plays BBS. Maybe he has Ritual Banishing. That looks like a Ritual Banishing to me. That feels bad. It's okay. That's fine and dandy. And they never know. Okay. Interesting that he's running Nether Meld and Lilith. The reason why I say that is I don't know how much creep generation he has. But what I think I will do is just punch this. Play the Oni. Probably, let's throw back this Cryptographer first, actually. I think we'll do this. Play the Healing Mystic, the 9k Jody. Right, I choose right here as opposed to right here. So he can't just like double 2-drop into the mana tile. So let's see what he tests first. He only has 3 cards in hand, so we're pretty ahead on card advantage. Got another Oni, probably throw it away next turn. The Spirals I would like to keep, because if we get him down to 8 attack, or excuse me, if we can get him down to 11, or excuse me, 10, we can definitely play a Spiral, plus general hit for refill. I just love the artwork, the pixel art on this new Sentinel minion. Looks pretty cool. What is that? Vorpal. That's not bad. Okay, so I definitely throw one of these Onis back. So he knows it's not minion summon, it's not general hit. He might not know it's general hit. Yeah. I don't want to approach this. I think I want to keep this back line. Move here, move here. Play my Bloodborne spell here. Play Eternity Painter. Right there. Maybe playing it here would have been better. Off the side. We'll call it a turn. It'd be nice to draw something like Bone Reaper. You'll start clearing up some of these Wraithlings. Should he choose to play it? We do have a Killing Edge, which we can probably throw down on this Heartseeker and start pushing some damage, set up for that Spiral Technique lethal, as well as develop a Battle Pando. Again, we don't need that much draw on this list, as we do have a lot of 5+ mana drops, mana plays really. With that, Mark 1. So let's see what he plays. Punches it, it's not general hit. Okay, so he now knows that it's Oni, so we'll get the Oni proc anyways. So we have Oni on board, that's pretty decent. We got a Demonic Lore, which is fantastic actually. Pretty good for us. We mill we mill a what do you call it? So what I think I will do now, probably just Killing Edge this, right? Kill that Phantasm before it gets any more value. Stay center with this. Move this up forward 1. Like this. I think it's better to develop with Duelyst. Try and get him a little bit surrounded. Call that turn. He only has 2 cards in hand. If one of them is Revenant, then that's his turn. We probably just OBS that and win the game. We technically threaten lethal. Because this is 7, 9 plus 5, it's 14 plus Spiral Technique, 22 damage. So we can potentially kill him next turn. With 2 cards in hand, I don't know how much he can do. He can, like, Ritual Banishing, I don't think that will save him if we get a Tombstone to spawn on him. Even if he is able to remove the Duelyst or the Heartseeker, I still think we win with Spiral Technique. So that's a Demonic Lore, looks like. Looks like he's going to punch it. Kind of dangerous. So yeah, we definitely kill him next turn with Spiral Technique. Quahog? What is that? Anyways, that's game, because we do have exact lethal. It's interesting. That thing, it's like, I don't know, they've been introducing a lot of minions that have negative effects, similar to, like, Chaos Elemental. Like, you know, they introduced, what's it called? Oh, sweet, rank 13. They introduced Komodo Hunter, you know, 3 mana, 5/6. Summons, gives your opponent 2 Komodo charges. And then there's this thing, which is a 7/7, but if it kills a minion, it'll just go back to your action bar. But still, a 7/7 on board, you know, it can go face for 7. I don't think, like, using this thing to trade is that bad. It's pretty much a neutral Hamon Bladeseeker. Very powerful. You don't really use it to, like, trade that often. You usually use it to go face. But anyways, yeah, this deck, I really like it. I thought this card, this list might need more card draw, but it feels like, since we're not playing many things per turn, we do keep a relative hand size. And those Onis are nice. Like, should he want to play, like, Spectral Revenant, we can Demonic Lure it. Though he does, we did see him run Nethermeld, so I don't know how many copies of that. Maybe only 2, because I don't know. I doubt he has much creep generation as Lilith outside of what's it called, Sphere of Darkness. So we'll have to wait and see what we can find for another match. Lilith is something I was scared of because those Desolators do get a little bit scary. So we actually have a Songhai mirror match. See how this goes. So we got a Eternity Painter. I think it's a little bit early for those. Though could be nice should he play Sentinels of his own, so I kind of want to keep it. Honestly, I think this entire hand isn't bad. I maybe probably getting rid of the killing edges a little bit, keeping the killing edges a little bit greedy. Yeah, let's keep this hand. Got a double 2-drop. Probably won't play both, honestly. I mean, I could play both, but I don't think it's worth playing both. Flame Blood Warlock. Okay, so he's playing aggro. So I definitely kind of want to take the tile now. Probably throw away this Light Bender. Spiral. It's pretty decent. So play Primus Fist, take the center here. Build myself up. Hopefully he uses that to trade. Photographer's not bad. You can definitely get a... Though I think it'd be better to develop Duelyst. It might be a bit greedy if we keep Spiral Technique in hand, but it's a pretty decent finisher. If he's running things like Flame Blood Warlock, I feel like he is running something like aggro or burn. So yeah, that's my theory there. Plus, it's not going to be that hard to get to 8 mana. Because we're going to be at 4, we're almost halfway there, so... Especially if he decides to punch it, I definitely kind of want to keep it. Gorehorn. Okay, so I really like this Turning Painter. Clear focus. This dragon? Okay. Just uses it to go race, I guess. Alright, man. So now it's what? 5/5? So probably throw this back. Battle Panda. I would actually like to develop a Battle Panda over the Duelyst is fun. I'm pretty sure that it gets +1 if I hit it, right? Pretty sure it gets +1 on counterattack. Okay, alright, so it doesn't. So I can just trade board into here. Stops him from advancing. So, alright, so I think I'm gonna do this. Feels bad. Okay, so it doesn't get the +1. So I like the wording isn't like entirely clear all the time. Maybe actually playing it here would have been better, a little bit more defensive. But we don't have any position altering spells. Technically deal with all of those. I definitely want to hold on to the Spiral Technique now. May just make or break us, honestly. Three cards in hand, not entirely sure what he would run. Definitely punch that, right? Okay. It's done 18. Also Heartseeker. What else do we have? So he doesn't develop much, so I think I'll just play Duelyst right here. Let's move back. Honestly. We do draw a Twin Strike, that's pretty nice. He may opt just the way this guy's been playing, he might just go for a Killing Edge and just hit me in the face, honestly. Which isn't it's not a terrible thing, but not something that I would advise playing. Just complete going face, because, you know, just giving up board presence is, I don't think it's the best idea, obviously. We do have Eternity Painter next turn. We'll probably use like Twin Strike, Phoenix Fire. If he doesn't have Killing Edge, he could use it to trade his Heartseeker with my Heartseeker. That's not a bad play, honestly. He could use it to just go face, or clear the Dialysis. It's also not a bad play. He has Killing Edge. They always do. Alright. So we'll definitely Phoenix Fire it next turn. Use it to clear, that's fine. We could definitely, that's all he does is play Killing Edge. Okay. So I can probably throw this Twin Strike away. I actually do like that, so I'll just Phoenix Fire this. Play the Cryptographer behind me. Give up one, I think, here. Shoot him. All that turn. Just need to get him to 8. We can definitely control the board until then, I think. Especially with 2 Heartseekers pinging every turn. Oh, hey, thanks, man. Alright, so, stalling aside, we definitely play Eternity Painter on that. Actually, no, we can't reach it. We'll probably just trade on one of the Harmon Blade Seekers. Interesting. Alright, so throw back one of these Cryptographers. I think the touch is pretty good. So I don't think I can reach it, right? So I think I would just go into Perfect Protect. Move forward with you. Shoot it. Bloodborne spell here. Tatsu. So he will be taking 2 damage from the Hamon. Got a Killing Edge. It's not bad. We can kill him next turn. If he does have Juxtaposition and Killing Edge, we still live on 1. And we can just bombard him with our Heartseekers plus Spiral Technique. That's 11 damage, and then I think that should be okay. If he has Juxtaposition, he probably goes for it. Miss Dragon. Okay, that's fine. Alright. Second, Hamon Blade Seeker. Question is, can we kill him? So with Spiral, Spiral Technique, that's how much damage? 11. Off by 1. Throw you back. Roll slow. 2 Killing Edges. It's 9, excuse me, 5, 10, 11. Still short. So we definitely have to play the Eternity Painter now. Shoot him. Just keep shooting him. Yeah. Call that turn. So, if you cannot answer these Heartseekers, you should be dead next turn. Man, Eternity Painter is pretty good. Very strong indeed. I think I should just kill him next turn. We do have lethal with like killing edge. Should he like, you know, keep a holder? I don't think that won't save you. Card Seeker. Yeah, he ran out of cards. He pretty much blew his hand earlier with his what's it called? With his Gorehorn. Gorehorn's an interesting pick, but I don't think it's worth running over the new Sentinels. Sure, you can get some backstab synergy, as well as some card draw with Killing Edge. But I don't think it's that strong of a play, honestly. So let's go look for one last one. These games tend to run a little bit longer, so I don't want to keep you guys too long, honestly. If you guys don't mind watching, then let me know. What's your preferred length in my videos? 1 to 2 games, which would probably be around 20-something minutes. 3 games to 4 games would probably be around like 30 to 40, 50 minutes. So what would be your ideal time length for these kind of videos? I was thinking about just keep it around 2 to 3 games, trying to make sure they're like relatively quick. But yeah, I think Eternity Painter is fantastic. I don't know if running 3 is correct. Though I don't think we need Miss Dragon Seal with the pings that we have in Gitatsu. Alright, we just sniping, but alright. Magmar's a little bit scary. Got 2 spiral techniques, so probably throw one of these away. 2 of these away. Probably call that time. Alright, so. Probably throw away one of these Geomancers. We've got a decent opening in Cryptographer, so we'll call that a turn. Bone Reaper's pretty nice. Pretty good to combo with Eternity Painter and Onyx Bear Seal. We'll just wait and see. Tiger. Ready for it, too? Okay. It's scary. There's also 2 cards though, so it's 1 Greater Fortune we don't really have to worry about. It's a little bit early for Bone Reaper. It's also very weak to Plasma Storm, so I'll probably throw that away. What can I do? How much mana do I have? If I play 2 Cryptographers with 2 BBS, that's 5 mana. We don't have enough for that. Though, developing 2 Heartseekers might be better, right? I think so. Especially since how you already burned 1 Tiger. So this also spreads out our threats a little bit. And yeah, that only costs us a card. So got an Oni, not bad. You can flash Mecantor, but it's not really the strongest of plays, I don't think. Because we will still have a 1/1 ranged on board and a Cryptographer. We can just easily ping it away with Gitatsu, as well as develop a Mind Cage Oni. So if he wants to try and punish us with something like Plasma Storm, Mind Cage Oni would survive it, because it'll transform first. So there's a second Tiger. Okay. It's kind of bad. Bloodseer Alchemist, maybe? Okay. So it's not entirely the worst thing in the world. Decide to punch me. It's okay, I guess. So, how do I do this? I really don't want to go down to 15, honestly. So I think I will. No, he can accelerate into Mecantor, so I kind of want to get rid of it. Which I think I might have to. So, okay, here's what I do. Play around Mecantor a little bit. I think I'll stay right here. Play the Mind Cage Oni right here. Punch this. Tatsu. Play BBS. We're getting pretty low, so whatever he decides to play, that's kind of scary. He does have 3 cards in hand, so maybe Flash Mercantor. Flash Mercantor could be bad, so develop a Twin Strike. It's not the greatest thing I would like to see. If it is Plasma Storm, it's kind of scary. Probably the reason why you played that Blood Tutor there is probably so it looks like he did test for that. Kills my Mind Cage only, which is fine. It's not a Lava Slasher, so Healing Mystic. Okay. We do get a Overload, which is kind of funny. We can use it to clear. So I would much rather, or maybe it's better to develop a farther away this Twin Strike. Probably develop a Killing Edge, right? Probably keep this out of range, just in case he has Natural Selection. I don't want him just to punch it. So just Killing Edge this. Overload. Watch that. Don't want him to give him a Mercantor target. Shoot that. Call that down. Thanks for the Overload. So we got the Overload, which is not bad. Do have a couple threats, so he would need something like double Natural Selection in order to get rid of our Heartseeker. Thumpening Wave would also work. By him moving down also can create the gap. Looks like he decides to punch us. Okay. That's Sphere. That's a good play. Kind of sucks, actually. Puts him pretty healthy. Probably get rid of this Prime. I do like this Cryptographer for. So I'll probably drop Primus Fist. Probably develop. Develop you. Could Gitatsu my own minion to draw a card. It's not terrible. Because how much damage is it? Assuming he Mercantors. He won't be able to kill us because he can't Greater Fortitude, Mercantor, BBS, and hit us. That's only he doesn't have the mana for that. So that is 9 damage. Which damage do we have? This is 6 plus 11 next turn, if he decides to hit. I think I would like to drop my own card, right? Yeah. I think I would like to draw a card, see what I get. Phoenix Fire, fantastic. Though we don't have 8 mana, unfortunately. So if he does decide to Mercantor, I think we just win the game. Tough to say. What could kill us? A Flash Elucidator, Greater Fortitude, that's 10 damage. Doesn't look like he has it, so pretty decent. We do have 2 Onyx Bear Seals, we'll probably toss one of those. Right now we're pretty much just looking for damage spirals. Lava Slasher feels bad. But that is his turn. I think we can kill him. Overload. Because we have 8 damage. Plus 2 Phoenix Fires is 14. Kind of short one. Probably throw this away. I missed it. Flash Elucidator Thumpening Wave would kill us because he's going to be on 8 mana. This year he already has enough anyways. So I would like to play around that a little bit. So what I will do is I think I'll just start pushing damage. Just run away, right? See, I'm missing myself, so I avoid Flash Elucidator. Thumping Wave. Because that is 3 cards. If he had 4 cards, then Greater Fortitude would kill me, but he only has 3 cards, so. So we do have 8 mana, so I think I would just hit him, right? Better to develop a Duelyst or just Phoenix Fire twice. I think Phoenix Fire. I think it's better to develop Duelyst actually. So we will have 8 mana. Let's call it. I think it's better to develop Duelyst. If he has another Earth Sphere, then that'll suck. But we do have a couple Phoenix Fires. This is not the punch, okay. Feels bad, man. I'll throw away the Primus Fist. By putting himself closer, okay, he doesn't put himself closer. Okay. Leave. Kind of don't want to get Flash Elucidator Thumping won't kill us, but a Cryptographer might, or excuse me, a Drogon might. So I would like just to Phoenix Fire his face. So Cryptographer. Put this in his face as well. So I'll hit that. Phoenix Fire again. Play around the counter a little bit. Got another Phoenix Fire, so we should kill him. We do have 9 points of damage. Earth Sphere would put him up to 13 damage, 13 health. But he only has 2 cards in hand, so developing, he probably won't be able to develop much. He could have a Grandmaster Craigasm, which would feel kind of bad. So maybe keeping the Flash. Okay, what is that? Craigasm? Please tell me that's the one card you have in here. Alright, now. I was going to say that was a little scary because he could play like Grandmaster Craigasm and I wouldn't have anything for it. So maybe keeping the Onyx Bear Seal was probably the better play. Sweet. So we can sneak into the top 10. Nice. Number 9. Pretty good. So yeah, that's Artifact Reva, or excuse me, not Artifact Reva. That's Midrange Reva with Eternity Painters, Cryptographers, and whatnot. So again, let me know how long you would prefer these videos to be. Shorter, like 2 to 3 games, or around 20-something minutes, which would probably still be around 2 to 3 games. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like. I really do appreciate it. I really appreciate all your feedback and all of your deck ideas that I've seen in the comments. I really do enjoy reading those. So yeah, have a good Friday, guys, and hope you guys continue to enjoy Unearthed Prophecy. Later.